3 in Kaya. We got 2 Kayas here in this top 8.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Aqui, galera, é na Losers já, beleza? Então, quem perder aqui, perdeu, beleza? E a gente tem o Lores aqui do nosso canto direito, representando a gente. E caso você não tenha visto, tem o vídeo de outro brasileiro também representando a gente. Que a partida foi, ó, maravilhosa, só que é na Winners, aqui é na Losers. Que isso?
My goodness, that was a lot of damage getting racked up there real quick. Crazy combos off stage as well, puts you in a very terrifying position, but Flores, can you find a way to close this out? You got one, you got 2. I think he still has the resources to make it back.
And going 3 for 3 on that, continuing to put that damage on Flores, going ahead and get that first one. Flores is so difficult to get around. One of the things that we always compliment Impala on is that bow gameplay. He's able to do it with both, but Flores, even though the bow's been good...
Cara, tem 2 Kaya, inclusive, né? Eles tinham, acho, comentado. Tem 2 Kaya, Lores e o Impala, mano.
Just transitioned perfectly over to Flores as well.
As we see, Flores continue to push this lead here. He's got Snowy into the darker yellow. Now we're slightly,
Nossa, velho, olha só o
a
arco.
little bit of mac and cheese craft singles going on.
É muito doido, mano.
I'm kind of hungry now. What'd you do that to me?
Dude, I'm
famished. He's currently hungry for some hits. He's gonna go ahead and get the weapon toss over though. He might be able to close this out right here. Go ahead and snatch him up. You had to go ahead, burn a dodge, and get up against that wall. And Snowy knew that that was the only route you could take.
I know, and we've been seeing Snowy do pretty well with that earlier. We saw a nice edge guard earlier. Didn't quite take a stock, but got some nice damage out of that. So if he can continue to find a way to put Flores off stage, he can certainly get a lot of mileage out of it.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of keeping
Caramba, a Katara dele... Cara, Katar no offstage... Eu ia falar isso, mano. Katar no offstage é chato, mas também tem o Dare da Spear, tá ligado? Dare da Spear é muito, tipo... esquece. Tá ligado? Aceita o bagulho.
Like, you go towards the stage, you go over here, I'm gonna get this down air on you. You're gonna be in a bad spot, and Snowy just kind of conceded and said, hey, you know what, you got it.
Yeah, Snowy's been paying some high rent prices over on the side of the stage. It's been his home for a little while now. Finally, at least gets to get the graces of center stage. But will he be able to find one of those N-Light reads into recovery? I don't know if it's going to happen soon, because Flores is just refusing to let him play the game.
Cara, o Lores realmente tá dominando essa partida, mano.
The one thing we've seen consistently is you might drop game 1, but game 2, 3, and 4 have been a much different story. So either way, I'm kind of scared for either player who takes a W here. I'm gonna be real. I would drop the game on purpose.
Well, this game 1 here definitely a big showing of why we saw chat's favor so heavily to Lores' side. Lores has been nothing but impressive over these past this past like half a year in general, and it's continuing as he tries to get a pogo off the weapon toss over. Gonna go ahead and get the unarmed recovery. Try and keep that damage going, but that should potentially get it. No, the weapon toss does not find its mark, so he can continue to chase that cider. Will just be enough though, and that's a 2-stock to start off game number 1.
A very strong move out here. I know where you're moving, because we saw it a couple times. So he's just kind of like,
esse mapa, velho.
Like, I can't get onto the stage right now.
Yeah, which is
a galera tem jogado muito nele, e é um mapa realmente bom de jogar, velho. Eu particularmente gosto de jogar nesse mapa.
The sword as well was very minimally utilized, so I wouldn't be surprised to see.
Só aquela quina ali, ó. Aquela quina ali, aquele negocinho ali é meio chatei um pouquinho às vezes, mas tudo bem. Nossa, velho, pior que ele tá conseguindo lidar muito bem contra Sword e Katar, velho, que é uma parada muito complicada, mano. Se bem que ele tá com 2 armas que também são extremamente fortes, né? Speed Bow, mano. Speed Bow é uma baita combinação. Caramba, você já
very well for kind of utilizing weapon toss a lot last year.
There we go, Snowy now off stage. Great turnaround on the edge guard, being able to take that first stock. Very well played. But now, as we get into the second stock here, Flores trying to find a weapon, does get that spear in hand, and this dude has been an absolute demon. What is it with Kaya players in this skin and just being absolute... I mean, just terrible to deal with.
Nice.
To be fair, this skin does sport 2 championships. So,
Laura saw that and said, "I want that too."
I want to do. I would like that as well. And it might be that case if he continues to play the way he's playing right now. As that Derek does come through, he's minimized the damage. Does try to go off. He might get reversed here for that. He misses out on the ground pound. No, Snowy might have gone up 2 stocks. Instead, is going to lose his own.
And you know what?
Caramba, aquela situação ali. Eu achei que ele não fosse jogar Spear pra cima, tá ligado? Eu achei que ele fosse jogar Spear pra baixo, pegar e pressionar com Dare. Alguma coisa do tipo.
Just kind of bounce around off stage, try to find their positioning, and you just get some strong punishes here.
He was already, he was already deep into the red on that stock too. So it's like, okay, I threw it away, but if I did hit that, I looked like a genius.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, if you don't, which is what we saw, like, yeah, you lost the stock, but again, you've already extended that first stock quite a ways away. But now
dá pra virar aí. Ah, velho.
Begging to get some footing on the ground.
Yeah, finally caught through. He was smacked away 2 times that
Pior que virar ele já virou, né? Tô dizendo, tipo, dar KO ali naquela hora pra ele ficar mais na vantagem.
And this is a problem. Once Laura establishes a lead, he's been so difficult to hit.
This is definitely going to be a tough one here. Okay.
One,
a great hit. Wow, beautiful, actually. Only taking a little bit of damage in the process, and now going to be able to really get some mileage out of this weapon starve here. You got to be a little bit aggressive, though. I like that. I like that. Get rid of those. Put them right back on the stage as well. Give yourself a little bit of a hitbox to protect you.
Yeah, Snowy definitely looking a lot more confident right now, especially after that last stock KO. Like you were saying, that is the most efficient thing that he could have basically had happen there with that ground pound weapon toss down. And he's not playing too afraid right now. You can see the confidence in the movement, but Loras is jumping around him, going to get that nair, trying to chase him again. The downer gets him out, trying to push a little bit further, but now he's reversed his position, and Loras missing out on a potential side air.
Okay, there we go. Great
nice.
You're not only your way on stage, but now having all that control and the bow toss. Is that going to be it? Oh, just barely missed the wall touch as Flores goes up 2-0. Oh my goodness.
That was so Brawlhalla in general. Does Snowy have it in him to get this reverse 3-0?
I mean, he certainly does, right? It's just a matter of harnessing that power.
Cara, pra ele ganhar 3 partidas seguidas, mano, Snowy vai ter que fazer muita coisa, mano.
He's got to be able to dig deep right now and find that greatness and hopefully achieve some victory, because so far Loras has just not been trying to let that happen. The greatest party pooper for Snowy, if he could keep this going. Snowy weapon tossing down just to try and get to the ground.
I do like that too, though. You just kind of create a wall and you're able to just glide down to the ground with that. You kind of force Loras to play a little bit of defense. And look at this, it's actually turned into a lot for him.
Nice. Caramba,
as well to get the neutral light into recovery. That was a great string that Snowy got. That will give you a little bit of a confidence boost and dodging that, but Loras looking to close it out. He already burned a dodge. He's going to have to sneak back through that if Loras gives it to him in the first place, but that will not be enough off the top.
Yeah, but still, I mean, getting right back down to the ground. Oh, tossing his sword immediately. Snowy, please hold on to a weapon for a little bit.
Snowy is not what he's. Look, I got hands and I'm ready to throw him. And currently might throw his actual unarmed hands as well. But he's going to get back on just barely past that nair. Loras trying to get a close out here. Sair will do it, but he misses that Sair.
Pior que os dois estão vermelho, velho.
That they want. Loras honestly doing a pretty good job, but Snowy going to get first blood here.
Worked really hard for that. He was behind that stock the entire time, and Snowy's the one who came out on top getting that KO. Any stray hit basically knocks him out at this point, but Snowy is getting a lot of straight damage right now, Skip.
Ele tá tendo umas reações mais rápidas agora.
Okay, I like that.
Olha isso.
Some great damage there. Snowy still holding on to the stock, dude. That is a very dark red. That is a very dark red.
That is a dark burgundy at this point. You know, actually, it's matching the Kaya hat, so maybe that's why he's winning right now.
Okay, thank goodness. I was getting scared. I'm like, we're getting to shades we've never seen before. We're about to see a new color for the first time.
He's seeing red at the moment too, because he's down 2-0, and he's got to wake it up. And at the moment, it's looking like that. Loras not able to get any punishes on the landing. He's going to find himself in an air. Snowy smartly going very high, hovering right over to that soft platform. Do not try to engage. There's no reason there.
I do like the fact that Snowy continues to be aggressive here. We absolutely need to see
Nice. Volta farmar dano. Vamos continuar.
To get away from the GCD like ground pound just to get back on. Loras' awareness has been so good that Dare gets him back at a disadvantage. Now Neutral Light's going to send him back away. Weapon toss over. Does he close this out? Snowy might be able to find that. Sarah said he gets a recovery, but it's not enough once again off the top.
Honestly, I cannot believe. Okay, there we go. We find the stock getting closed out there. I was surprised that Loras lived for a second. A couple times, actually. I'm like, how did you make it back here?
Kaya blessings in Apocalypse helping out a little bit there, but that D-Light recovery finally was enough to get it done. Snowy, once again, to those Skip.
Caramba! Neutral air! Para!
He's gotten a lead before Loras answered back, but he might be going ahead and holding it out here. As Snowy pushing, but he actually helped him out only for a second, as he said, I was
Ai, caramba! Mano, o que foi isso, velho? Que foi isso? A cara dele.
Sick. My yep.
I got one more in me.
Or you're gonna need at least 2 more in
exactly.
you. One more is not enough.
Currently starting what he needs for that reverse 3-0. Now was again quite a way to close it out at the very end. Loras has been so evasive from every attempt that Snowy had off stage like that, and now that might be sitting in your head as you just finally lost one.
There we go, throwing
Qatar é perigoso, Qatar é perigoso. Não deixa Qatar vir.
Finding a nice opening. I like that movement on the platform too.
Cara, é de guarda muito complicado, velho.
You know, confusing for his opponent. I don't know
nice,
where he's
ele vai dar recovery.
Currently, it looks like it's going to the bottom of the blast zone. Won't be enough to go ahead and sneak his way back on there.
Assim,
very efficient stock for Loras to
boa,
start things
ligado?
off, minimize the damage, and kind of let
fazer muita
Snowy
coisa.
know that was cute. But that wasn't enough.
I mean, that's kind of what we saw earlier, except without all the hits. And Snowy just kind of like, I can't make it back. That's it for me. So if Loras can kind of keep that up.
No,
not like this.
No, I do not like using the word unfortunate very often whenever things like that happen. But that was an unfortunate SD, and that's going to lead to a 2-stock lead for Loras. Snowy is definitely capable of getting this done, but he has the worst task he has ever looked at to try and get a W here.
Oh man, I mean, that's just honestly Loras at that point. He's like, look, I really wanted this 3-0. I mean, you got it, kid. You definitely played really well, but I'm gonna show you what this is all about. Game 4 here.
Hey, and if you're Loras, old saying, we take those. If you want to go ahead and give up one for free, thank you very much, because now that's one
Mano, se ele continuar assim, eu ia falar que ele ia dar 3 stocks. Cacilda. Oxi, Cacilda, mano. Mas, pô, ele tá bem na frente, velho. Acerta 2 downlight e sai de air de spear, mano. Ele vai continuar de boa. Cara, não precisa mais de downlight e de air de spear, tá ligado?
Snowy only has a few more mistakes that he can make. One more pogo, and that will do it, and that's gonna be it right there. Loras is gonna knock out Snowy from the bracket and keep that run here alive at DreamHack Dallas.
Continua aí no jogo. Não se esquece que durante essa semana teremos vídeos das partidas que eu acompanhei todos os dias até chegar na Grand Finals, beleza? Então considere se inscrever se você gostou do vídeo e até mais. Um abraço e um beijo.